Our next stop is Gundagai. Gundagai. Good morning. We have just left the Big Four at Albury. The campsite was fantastic. It's quiet. The amenities were well kept. It was all near new. And we have hit the road this morning heading toward Gundagai and then up through into Howrah and then across to Bathurst. At least that was our intention, but we did get diverted somewhere along the journey and ended up having to go through Cootamundra. This was due to the flooding and the condition of the roads that was currently happening here in New South Wales. So we're 83 kilometres out of Gundagai, and it's been a good drive so far, hasn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, not a lot of traffic on the road.
Hardly any traffic on the road. It's 8:30 in the morning. We got away pretty early from Albury, and when we get to Gundagai, there's lots of places to see along the way. They had at the Holbrook Cafe is an old subway. It's an old submarine that they've got there, and you can just go and have coffees and stuff. We didn't stop in there because we're trying to get through to Bathurst as quickly as we can, but we will stop at Gundagai and we'll take you.
In 500 metres, arrive at Gundagai.
Right from the start, you were a thief, you stole my heart.
Welcome to Gundagai, or Gundagai.
Let you see the parts of me that
According to Siri.
and with every touch you fix them.
We took a little drive through Gundagai, up through past the shops, and did a turnaround and ended up back at the Tourist Information Centre. This is where we got out, stretched our legs, and used the amenities there before we headed back on our journey again. You won't find the dog on the Toka box here in town. It's actually on the north side of town on your way out. Historically, the centre of town was actually located a bit further downhill. They used to experience trouble with floods, so it was all moved up way back a long time ago. We found that a few streets were actually blocked off with road closed signs because of some flooding that was happening downhill. Gundagai is a really picturesque town right in the middle of the Riverina in New South Wales. It is known culturally for people who are writers and has a rich architectural, Indigenous and a colonial history. It is a great place to stop between Sydney and Melbourne, or in our case, from Melbourne through to Bathurst. As I said before, you'll find the dog on the Tuggerbox Pioneer Monument on your way out of town, alongside a cafe which has some delicious curried egg sandwiches. And just down from there, you'll find a giant koala of all things. And you can climb in for a cuddle and a great photo opportunity. We were diverted off the old Gundagai road and into Cootamundra, which wasn't a bad thing because we came across the Cricket Captain's Walk, and also this is Bradman's birthplace. The Cricket Captain's Walk was located in a park in town with all the different statues and busts of the cricket captains over the years, as well as a big statue of Bradman as well. So we took a bit of a stroll, good way to stretch the legs and also take in a bit more of Australia's history on this trip of ours. We did pull over in Cootamundra to get our bearings, and we noticed this truck go past. and thought, if we follow that, we should be right, I think. Well, we're still driving. It's been a long day. It's now 2:30. We stopped in at, where did we stop? We stopped at Howrah and went to Aldi, the bottle shop, a Weber place and Bunnings, just to get the last bit of stuff that we needed before we went in. And we're now at a little town just to get some fuel. It starts with M, it's just outside of Blaney. And we're about 60, probably about 65k left until we get into Bathurst. So it's been a long one with a couple of stops along the way. We expect to get into Bathurst probably at about, let's say 3:30. We should be putting the first peg in the ground, hopefully, if the check-in at the campsite to camp at Bathurst is flowing pretty well. So it'll be really interesting actually to see how many campers are lined up trying to get in, or how many are there at the moment too. As luck would have it, there were not very many campers in the lineup, and we were actually here at the mountain. The next couple of videos in our series will be all about our experience at Mount Panorama as we camped at the orchard and watched the race. So if you're interested in what we're doing, and don't forget to give us a like, thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our videos, and I will see you in the next one.